Hey everybody, today I wanted to do some very tiny tutorials. First off, let me just show you some of the things that I have been working on today after work in between cleaning bathrooms, doing laundry, making dinner. Again, this was all after work, and I still managed to make a few paper clips. So let me just show you that first, and then we'll do the tutorial, which will be this dangle here, this bow dangle that I did for my planner, and also this really quick ribbon tail paperclip. So, but let me just show you these real quick. So hold on one second, because I threw out the packaging. It's got gum on it. Okay. All right, so I picked up this like container of these orange pom-poms and these tassels that were on these packagings here from Michael's. They were 70 or 80, 70 I think, 70 or 80. I don't know, they were a really good deal, so I went in and got some, and I made paper clips out of them. I simply hot glue one end and push it into the pom-pom. I do have tutorials already on that. And then I did 4, and then these were gifted to me, so I did the same thing. These were the tassels, so all I did was hold on, I'll explain it, but I do have a tutorial on this somewhere on my channel. I have like a million tutorials, I don't know, and unfortunately I don't have the time to go back and look for them, so you're gonna have to do some searching on my channel. And if I can pull this out, I can show you. Oh, here's one. So I take an eye pin. This is the one that has a loop at one end. I cut it down to say about there. I pull off this, which actually does come off easily. You just pull it. It has a knot on the other end to hold it in place. And then I simply put at the end here some hot glue and push this in all the way to just leave the eye pin sticking out. And then it's ready to dangle on something. And I just took a darn it, what is it called? A smaller one of these. Yeah, I can't think right now. It'll come to me. And then I just clipped it onto this. So just did 4, 2 of each color jump ring. See, I told you it would come to me. And then now I've got these little planner clip dangle tassel things. This here I have a, I don't know about these if I really like them or not, and I did them in 2 lengths. I just tried it, but we'll see. I don't know. I have like a spool with all the colors of Halloween that I think I got from Joann's. I don't know. Alright, so let's put that aside. We'll start with this, and it's super easy. I do use a little bit of hot glue to keep it in place. You can add, like I did here, a little bling, which I'm not going to do, at least not now. I think it looks fine the way it is. I don't see the glue that much, but you can finish it with a little piece there. I don't know, I might do it. We'll see. I think it'll depend on where it actually ends up going. I have one in my little planner right now, and I am loving this check orange, black and white trim that I got, or ribbon that I got from, where did I get this? Hobby Lobby, was it? No, Joann's. Loving this stuff, loving the design, and love that it's double-sided. That's like my favorite part, so that you can do this without like one side being, you know, plain. So I just kind of guesstimated how much I might need, and you have to think also that you're going to be cutting off a little bit of the tail, so I'm going to cut off about 6 inches, although I'm not going to use all that. I do have like fumbly fingers when it comes to things, so I need enough to be able to hold in my hands. So you're going to pick out your paper clip. I just pull these from my stash. I have a ton of different colored paper clips. I think I'm going to do this so that I have 2, because they're probably going to go into TNs that I sell, or I'm going to gift them. And I'm just going to, as you can see, I'm kind of folding it over, and I'm going to run the side where I know I'm going to tie it to the top. I'm going to run this through here, hang on to the other end, and kind of, you know, open this up right here, and pull this other side through, and just pull. Don't worry about the fraying. Then we're just going to pull it and kind of put it where it's going to be. Right? Let it get loose because we're going to use our hot glue right now. And I'm just going to squeeze, like literally stick this in here and squeeze a little bit of glue, hopefully not too much, and quickly pull. And at the same time I'm pushing up with this back finger. I'm pushing it up as far as it'll go. I'm going to rub off some of that hot glue carefully and separate these two here. See, when the hot glue dries and you try to move it, then you see it. So right now I think that's good. Okay, so it should stay in place. Again, you can always add a little something right there. So now all I'm going to do now, you can either cut it at an angle, or I'm going to do the fishtail, which I kind of like that look. And again, this is double-sided, so both sides are going to look nice. This to me will be my front. The side that I did not glue, that would be my back. So doesn't matter which way I hold it right now, but I am going to fold it over. I'm going to turn it so I can cut this right with the opening on the bottom and cut it around. Yay. And we got our first fish tail, and then it'll also help out with any of this fraying. When it's cut at this angle, you won't get it so much. So there it is, and this is going to be awesome for all holidays and non-holidays. I really do like that look. Okay, so now I got a couple for my little stash here that is really getting full, and it's going to coordinate with the bow that I'm going to make, the Bow-dangle. So I won't be needing paper clips, but I will be needing this again. And I do have more in my stash, and you can probably use anything, but I think this is like the nicest width, and it's 7/8 of an inch as far as the width, I'm guessing. No, it's, yeah, it's almost an inch. So, you know, getting around there I think would be a nice bow to look like this. At least for this size planner would be nice to hang, or wherever you want to hang it. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that the hardest part of this little project is making the perfect bow. The rest is super easy. You will, however, need, let me see, I think about this size, and I have no clue what size that is. I'm going to put it down, and it's like centimeters. It's not even half an inch. It's shorter than that, just over a quarter of an inch. I don't know, but it's gonna be enough to go around my little loop. So you're gonna need 2 larger ones to go on the top and the bottom, because if you want to hang something off of this, if you don't, then you don't need that bottom one. You're going to need a couple of other ones, which I like kind of using a little bit smaller. I'm looking at mine right now. I think I have, come on, straighten out. Okay, I got 1. Okay, I got 2. So top and bottom, and then you're gonna need, oh, that's not the right color, a couple more smaller ones for the top, and I think only 1 on the bottom. It all depends on the direction of the loops of the things that you're using, because it could be in different positions. So I'll just take out 2, but at least 1 more. Alright, so we've got those pieces. Now, I don't like to cut my ribbon until I make my bow, or at least see how big my bow is going to be. I leave it on the spool, and then I start to kind of build the bow and see how big it's going to be before I actually cut it. So right there, it's more than I need, but I think right there we can cut it so that I know, okay, this is going to be more than enough to work with, so I won't need the rest of this. But now we got to make it pretty, because this is not so pretty, and this is the hard part. we're going to be pulling and tucking, well, not tucking yet, but we need to make the centered part tight. So this is the hard part. This is where I'm going to be taking a little while, which I can't even get my fingers in there. That's why I want enough to work with, because a little loops just in case I need to pull it apart. So the same ones that I just showed you earlier, I'm going to try this again. Just hopefully this will work a little bit smoother, because it's not as easy as the first time I did this for some reason. So I'm opening up my jump ring, and I'm going to slip it through the top and carefully get it all the way over. See, this time is working faster. Okay, that's good. And there. And I'm going to turn it and just hide that underneath, although it might move later on, but I think it helps to use not so thin pieces because they seem to get caught on the fabric, the material. So this one's a little thicker, so I have no clue what millimeters these are, but yeah. So we're going to slip this one to the bottom now, or the back or the front, I don't know. This one might be a little harder, maybe. Just gonna hopefully get it in there to the other side, and there it is. Yay! Yeah, I do believe that it makes a difference. You didn't see my struggle earlier. I was using a thinner jump ring, and it kept getting caught, and it wouldn't go through very easily. I mean, I made it work, but alright, so there's the two on top and bottom. You don't have to do the bottom part if you don't want. If you don't want to add the extra dangle like I have here. So now I can cut that. And you can still move things around. If you didn't catch your fabric, your material, you could still tighten things up. So that's what I'm doing now. And this way, now I could cut my little tails. A little fish tails. That's good, okay. And now I'm gonna grab the other ones that I showed you. I already did this, but I just got rid of that part of the video, so I don't think I have that many left of those sizes. So here's one. Alright, there's two. And this one. Looks like I need to restock. We'll use those. That's fine. Okay. Alrighty. So now we're just going to use the next size down. Open that up. Put it on here. I'm going to close it because I'm going to add one more loop for that one. I'm going to add the smaller one, the next size, and I'm going to put my lobster clasp. Actually, I forgot that. Here. You do need another one if you want it to lay in the right direction. So, hold it, so you know which is your front. I think this is my front over here. And the clasp, the little latch for the clasp should be going towards the front of your dangle. I think, wait, let me see. I always hate this part. So I could see, yeah, okay. Flip it on. Let's see if I did it right. It's the hard part when I'm trying to show you. I can't look at the camera and at this at the same time. So let's see if it's laying right. When you're holding it, okay, I'm gonna try to show you. So the one that's attached to this is laying kind of flat. The next one is laying up. The third one is laying flat, and then you put on your lobster clasp with the latch towards the front, which is, you know, up to you. This is my front. This way, wherever you dangle it off of, it should lay in the right direction. Should. So now we're just going to add one more dangle, and I only need one more piece, I believe, depending on what you put on here. I already used my last little skeleton girl cameo, so what would look cute on here? I can do, would this look cute? I think this one would look really cute. I think I'm going to use this one. This one I'm going to gift, probably. This is so cute. So again, my Walmart earrings. And I just pulled it apart and strung it off. So the loop on this is in the same direction. So yes, I only need one more. I could get rid of one. And I'm just going to dangle that on there and be done for tonight. Get ready to shower and everything and just call it a night. Open this up, slip this on, and slip on my charm. So I'm going to move my bows, not my bows, my kind of put it a little bit towards the back. So now this is a bead, so it keeps turning around anyway because it goes all the way around. But look at how cute that is. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to put it on my planner so you can see how it looks. I'll do my little one here. I'll put this one on here. So I'm hoping I got this on right. I think I did. Yeah, I did. So the only problem is this guy, you know, moving around a lot, but that's how it looks. You can't see the black flower. There's the black flower. Well, anyway, that's my finished bow dangle. I hope hope it helps. Hope you were able to get that, because I know it's not that close and I can't zoom that much with this camera like I used to years ago, but that's the way it is. So, and you don't have to put it on a planner. You can hang it on anything you want. So that's it. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.